So, we've arrived in Castella, nice and sunny, to get our permanent residency card. This has been in the offing with the SEF for...
Well, we've been here 3.5 years.
3.5 years to get this one, but yeah, so we're going to walk to the office now to get our...
Well, just the appointment, and
Just
then we then have to get the card, or pay for having the card, and that gets sent to us, and then we have a actual permanent ID card.
Yay!
Show we're residents.
So here we are at the Loja de Cidadão in Castella to do our... What are we doing, Ange?
Getting our resident certificate or
The
a
proper-
permanent card.
Yeah. And why aren't we in the interview, Ange?
Oh, because they've decided to go on strike, so the Brexit portal party.
So we've got to come back
Some other time.
some other time.
Still, nice trip out to Culinary.
Yeah, there you go. So on the way back from Castello, we've snuck into Cindy's to check up on you. Which one are you going to steal? This one or this one?
All of the piglets.
Oh, I don't know. I like that one over there. That's my favourite. This one here.
Yeah.
The one at the back there. That one.
Oh.
Ah, look at that. Right, Cocoa Pop. You alright? You alright, Coco? Yeah. These are very brown. Look how brown this one is.
Those two both really...
Yeah, they're very brown. And these are like black and blonde.
They're so pretty. That one hasn't got any wattles.
No.
Like Wilbur.
So, out doing a bit of mushrooming this morning, and we have some wood bluets. Look at the colour of these guys. They're beautiful. So they'll be for lunch on toast. Lovely. Nice. So we got a visitor bearing gifts, which is always a great visitor for bearing gifts. Cindy's come to see us, and so do you want a cup of tea?
A cup of coffee.
Coffee, no worries.
And for you?
Who's that? That's for Ange.
Yes, it's a marzipan pig, which is traditional in Norway for Christmas.
Oh wow.
Ooh. So she's got a marzipan pig, and you've got Rudolph.
Reindeer sausage.
Reindeer
Love it.
salami.
Yeah. Oh wow.
That's fabulous.
And then this is their traditional. It's called pepperkaka.
Pepperkaka.
And it's
gingerbread.
It's not, yeah, but it's not actually. It's more like cinnamon bread, spicy thing.
Wow.
But they all of them have a broken leg.
Yeah, and they're all called Bertil.
Yeah, and I don't know what the thing is for the broken leg. But this one, I don't know what this is going to taste like. Are you still? So this one, it's not just aquavit, this is Eula aquavit. So it's Christmas aquavit, so it might have like Christmas spices, but I don't know.
A taste of foxes and, what are the white berries called? God.
Mistletoe.
Mistletoe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Fox and mistletoe flavoured.
Could be.
Cool.
Could be.
Nice.
Okay, so we are off to, we're having a bit of time off for ourselves, and we're off to a mushroom festival in the nearby village of Alpedrinha. So we'll show you around there when we get there. We've accosted this young lady with a massive bullet. Wow. Muito obrigado. Meeting fellow YouTubers.
Nice to meet you. Natalia, lovely to meet you.
Hello, stranger.
Bom dia.
How's it going?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, very good.
Are you excited for today?
Yeah,
Yes.
sort
lots
of.
Eating?
I'm very hungry.
I'm always hungry.
Hello, my friend.
How are you?
Yeah, very good. Look at that. Brilliant.
You know you want to, Tony.
Oh, obrigado.
Obrigado, senhora. Say the best to last.
Obrigado.
See the root system's just growing out over all the stones.
Ange, how did you get down from there? So here we are in the foodie tent with our friend Ian and Steve from. You alright, mate? Look at you! No pressure, eh?
No, not at all.
Ah, wow.
It's only live. What do you go
Why are we not live? We're assisting. So there we go. This is Steve. Steve from Portuguese Garden Quinta Garden Culinary. All mic'd up to do is a quick demonstration on a dish, a curry. You're doing a curry, yeah?
Curry, yeah, mushroom curry.
Mushroom curry, yeah. Obviously, mushrooms. It's a mushroom festival. Yeah.
Olá, boa tarde a todos, bem-vindos à Arena Joe Best para esta tarde multicultural quer dizer que hoje vamos ter aqui sabores do mundo. Convidamos a organização do Festival dos Miscas, convidou o Centro das Migrações do Fundão, a Filipa e a Emma, que conseguiram no fundo convidar e reunir algumas pessoas que vivem connosco no Conselho do Fundão, vêm várias partes do mundo, a Emma já vai apresentá-los. Isto também é uma oportunidade para todos conhecermos um pouco da cultura gastronómica destes nossos vizinhos e mostrar que o Fundão, o Conselho do Fundão, é cada vez mais uma casa aberta para pessoas que queiram vir cá viver, ser felizes, e temos todo o prazer em recebê-los aqui. A Emma vai explicar de onde eles são e depois a sessão vai decorrendo e vamos tendo explicações sobre os pratos que vão fazer. So thank you all to come to have accepted our invitation. It is a great pleasure for us to have you here. You are our neighbors and we welcome you in this big house that's called Fundão. So I hope you have fun e eu espero que toda a gente se divirta. A Emma vai, no fundo, apresentar cada um deles e depois começamos o show. Obrigado, Emma.
Sou Emma, sou da Irlanda do Norte. Estou aqui na Zona Fundal até 2011, por isso eu sinto que esta também é a minha casa. Eu faço parte do projeto Fundal Madeira, do Centro de Migrações, tudo isso que ligado ao acolhimento de pessoas, os migrantes, os novos locais. I'm also going to do translation into English with a funny accent. So I've been here for 11 years now, and this is definitely my home. I am part of a much bigger team of people who are involved in welcoming new migrants, novos locais, new migrants. And before even, we're going to start by, we need to find out who's doing the show cooking, no? We need to find out who's here, where they're from, and what they're going to do. So, shall we move this way? So, Steve, are you hooked up with the mic, Steve?
I think so, yeah.
Yes, brilliant.
Eu sou o Esteves, ou Steven, sou África do Sul. I'm just trying, learning. I'm going to make a Cape Malay style mushroom curry, mushroom and potato curry. So yeah, the Cape Malay style is the Cape. The Indians and the Malaysians that moved to South Africa, I think it was the 16th century, and that's where the inspiration comes from for the dish. Yeah.
Yusri from England. And today I'm going to be cooking Antonio Coluccio's wild mushroom soup with a selection of wild mushrooms that were foraged yesterday. We're going to do a stuffed mushroom, which is a bit of a fusion with teriyaki and Parmesan cheese.
So Ian, who is originally from England, is going to do a particular type of soup. What type of soup again is it?
It's a wild mushroom.
Ok, o que ele vai fazer é uma tipo de sopa com cogumelos selvagens. Ele diz que ele
Apanhou a minha
Não, chão Acho que esta é também uma aula de português, não é só uma aula de apanhou eles na quinta deles ontem.
Let's do it.
I've just also added chopped garlic and a little bit of chili just for a tiny bit of heat before we go in with our tomato.
Okay. Põe jandungo e agora molho de tomate. Cheira muito bem. Estou com fome. Smells really good.
Okay, so now time for the wild mushrooms to go in. And we'll start to let those sweat off.
Ok. Aqui, o que ele tem aqui são as cebola e agora ele põe os cogumelos selvagens.
We just want to let them soften down for about 5 minutes. They're going to release their flavour out.
Precisa 5 minutos
We're just going to let the tomatoes cook down for a little while before we start adding in all the spices. There are a few of them.
He's full of spices. I will show some. Eu vou mostrar algumas, porque ele trouxe aqui umas misturas malucas. Olhem só para estas cores maravilhosas. Eu vou-vos mostrar aqui. É do chão. Perceberam todos que ele era estudante e que só tinha em casa um cogumelo destes, soja e parmesão. E vai
Just added in some curry leaf too, and then I'll put the potatoes in and hope they cook in time. I'll cut them very small so they should.
Potato?
Yeah.
Ele juntou as batatas Já, depois de pôr as especiarias e folhas de caril. He that South African had such knowledge in curry. I congratulate you. That's very special. Para dizer que eu nunca na minha vida podia pensar que um sul-africano sabia tanto de caril como ele sabe. Vê mais? Eu vou pôr aqui um bocadinho do azeite deles. Dele. Yeah.
Oh, nata de Culinary.
Natas.
Better than fresh because it won't coagulate, it will mix in beautifully and go smooth.
Faz muito sentido que na...
Okay. Complex.
Here we are.
E atrasados, porque senão não correspondia. É para ter coisas especiais também.
Thank you, obrigado. Thank you very much.
Okay guys, hello. As you know, we've just come back, well, last night, we've just come back from a mushroom festival in Alcade. Yeah, really good. Lots and lots of different mushroom themed things going on. Steve from Portuguese Quinta Garden Culinaria, and Ian from Quinta das Brisas, the Airbnb near us, fantastic Airbnb. I'll put links to them in the description below. They've done a beautiful cooking demonstration, as you just saw. Yeah, really well done guys, fantastic job. But
Whilst we were there,
back to this, whilst we were there at a mushroom festival, we bought some mushroom packed things. So basically we have,
let me come find you that.
this, which is basically a bag of sawdust, but it's not. It's a bag of sawdust full
Of mycelium.
of mycelium from oyster mushroom.
Right, let's see if we can just focus on that a little bit better. See, there we go.
Okay, and this is from these guys, Mushroom Mountain. I'll put a link to their website. They're based near Fatima in Portugal, obviously. And Gilly's very interested. What is it?
These mushrooms.
So there's the instructions, all in Portuguese, which we must not throw away. Sorry, these are shiitake mushrooms.
Yes, they're the ones that need the sodium.
Shiitake. So, what the guy said we have to do with these is,
Sorry if the camera's jumping around a bit. The dog has decided he needs some attention. Don't you? Oh yes, there's his head.
right, so we need to take this, oh, hello. Got a bit keen already.
Oh, look at that. Well, we can have that one.
Yeah, look at that. So, we're supposed to take all these off, so which I will do, and take it out of the bag somehow.
If you do it over the water, then
It's
it's
actually part of the bag.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Obviously, it's just
all sort of grown into it. glad I said to you to do this.
Didn't mean to break it. I could split the bag, but I want to use the bag in a minute, and you'll see why.
That is the bag, isn't it, Nick?
Yeah. Smelling a bit of mushroomy. Yay.
Oh, Nick, you always were such a fun guy.
Oh, really? Okay, so there we are. This mass of what is essentially sawdust with just packed with mycelium. So there's no extra mushrooms growing on that. So what we have to do is get this underwater. No, that's fine. And then we need. Oh, that's quite floaty.
Yes, that's if I hold it down while you.
Right, what I'm saying is, I was going to put that rock, a rock or some weight in the bag to hold this down. But what I was thinking of isn't quite heavy enough, so.
Have we got a bit of wood that can jam in there or something? Just across it.
Oh yeah, keep thinking about it. Yeah, but a piece of wood, a bit of plastic.
Or something, yeah.
Hang on.
Meanwhile, is it long enough?
No.
It's very buoyant actually. I'm actually having to use quite a bit of force to keep it down.
It's quite heavy, isn't it? A bit longer. Quite a bit longer. No, it's not going to work.
No.
Hang on, let me get a big stone. Well then.
Decent sized stone.
So I'll put this in the bag. Which is now inside out, by the way. Oh, and I've just ripped it. Oh well, we'll use a different bag. Right, okay, after that performance, what I've decided to do is wash off the stone and wow, that's only just enough to hold that down.
Wow.
So that's going to be in there for 8 hours. We used well water for this because there's no chemicals and stuff in it. So hopefully that will do. So I'm going to move that to its resting place a minute. Not its final resting place. Maybe we should have put that over there.
Yes, I was thinking.
Doesn't want to be too dark, but not in direct sunlight. And there we go. Maybe we cover that up.
Just put the lid. Yeah, because the daylight can still get in.
Stop the dog drinking it.
Stop the dog drinking it. So the next one.
Just clean up the mess on the floor, isn't it?
Right, we'll come back to that.
Okay, so next up, so those were that thing we left soaking now, were shiitake mushrooms, and we pulled one off it, which is great. Next up, we have this. Same thing again, but these are Pleuroto cinzento, so it's grey oyster mushrooms. Cinzento is grey, yeah. So these are grey oyster mushrooms. Just
a slightly different method with these things, isn't it?
yeah, so these, you have the same. This is just the mycelium in sawdust, basically.
The reason these guys use sawdust is because they can guarantee it's organic, because this is an organic mushroom producer. Some grow mushrooms on various things from coffee grinds to I don't know, other spent compost, but like I said, with this they said they could guarantee this was organic.
So, it all smells a bit mushroomy.
So we're just opening that one up. I thought you stayed in its bag.
No, I don't think so. But you can stay in its bag, yeah.
Yeah, just
like that.
Yeah, and then it can.
Okay, we'll do that. I didn't think it did because the mushrooms can grow up on the sides, can't they? So with this one, this is the these are grey oyster mushrooms. Yeah. With this one, we've been instructed to sow this deep, cut across in the top with a knife. It's weird cutting wet sawdust.
Mushroomy sawdust.
Like so. And then make sure everything remains nice and moist. Because the secret to mushrooms is humidity.
Looks like a Christmas cake.
It doesn't smell like one though.
No.
If a Christmas cake smells like this, you've got
Yeah,
problems.
that's problems. Okay.
Wow.
Excellent. So within a week to 10 days, hopefully.
A week to 10 days we should have mushrooms everywhere, but we're going to keep, we'll just put the lid on loosely there.
Just to keep things out.
Yeah, so 8 hours from now, which will be 8 o'clock-ish tonight, 9:45. That comes out, we drain the water off and then just treat that the same as this one.
Yes. Ideal.
Mushrooms.
Mushrooms.
Okay everyone, so while the mushrooms are festering in the kitchen, we need to go and see what Angie's doing in the kitchen because we've had a few questions about this and she's now an expert, so she's going to tell us all about it.
That's what you think. Actually, right. So if I we look at.
So, what you doing?
Who knows? Right. We had a few questions about kombucha.
Mm-hmm.
In this little pot here, quite big pot actually, it's a 6 litre one. We have a pile of bacteria.
Ooh. So all that white stuff is bacteria?
Yes.
Ooh, it's really thick. And that's called a...
SCOBY.
A SCOBY, right. Sorry.
This one here, unfortunately, I had SCOBYs and I had a SCOBY hotel, which is where you store your SCOBYs.
A SCOBY hotel.
A SCOBY hotel, yes.
Right.
Honestly, if you go.
Why is it not? If you're storing them, why is it not a garage or a workshop? No? Hotel.
It's a hotel. They're
Okay.
luxuriating
I see.
in their tea and sugar solution.
Okay.
That you sort of store them if
In
you're
the
not
hotel.
in there. Like, I know it sounds crazy, but honestly, if you just go online and look up kombucha, there's a whole fest of SCOBY-ness and things.
Okay.
It's just the only downside with doing kombucha, you have to source a SCOBY first.
Poke it.
So, like I said, I have washed my hands. So, but it's weird. It's like a jelly. So this is just a layer of bacteria, basically. But this is good bacteria. And what I do need to do is get a little glass. So if you could pass a little glass to me, darling. Thank you. Because I now need to test this to see if it's ready for bottling. So I'm just going to take a little bit out. It smells. It's a little tart.
I've known a few of them.
Now, it naturally is slightly acidic. It's a taste that some people go, oh, that's a bit interesting, but oh, actually, that's really nice.
Try.
Yeah, That's really good. It's a little bit vinegary, but it's. Some people, you're not very good with.
I'm not very good with vinegar.
Sharp things.
Actually, no, it's right.
Yeah. You get. It's such a weird thing. It's a very good source of intaking good bacteria. Your whole gut biome is absolutely dependent on bacteria. And so many of the foods we eat nowadays just basically kills off your whole immune system. So if anybody's got anything through like skin or joint issues, a lot of the time it all starts internally, and anything you can do to up your good bacteria, do. So kombucha, kefir, not kefir Sutherland, and you can get both milk and water kefir, and they both have lots of probiotics in them. Anything fermented, so sauerkraut, also whole yogurt, because that...
Wine?
Yes, but not too... You're shocking, Mr. Sam.
Okay.
So this is just basically something just to top up your good bacteria every day. It's easy to do, but like I say, you do need to get a source of SCOBY. Now, like I said, my original one died because over the summer it was very hot, and I sadly didn't keep on top of topping up all it is sugar and tea. And that's what these...
So basically, how do you do it? Once you've got your SCOBY, what do you do?
So once you have your SCOBY, you mix up... I do, because these are big pots, so I do 2 litres at a time. And it's 2 litres of... And I use green tea, but you can use black tea. You can't use fruit teas. It has to be a natural tea, so either white tea, green tea or black tea. And sugar, and off the top of my head, it's about 170 grams of sugar, 8 tea bags, and a couple of litres of water. Let that stew until it's just cool. You know, it doesn't need to be cold, but it can be slightly warm, because it's too hot, it'll kill the SCOBY. And then you let that sit in here, and what happens, let's say he's sunk to the bottom now, but they form a new layer, a new lot of bacteria on the top surface. And then, like I said, this is now ready. This has been what I call joggling away for a couple of weeks now, because it's a bit cooler.
Sorry.
It should be slightly fizz. Did you taste it was slightly frizzante?
Slightly frizzante, yes.
And that's good. So like I said, I can decant some of this off and then restart. So I'll probably leave about that much in the bottom, do the whole process again, and then in a couple of weeks' time I'll have some more.
Cool.
So, cheers.
What are you doing?
I've got the kettle on, so I'm going to, like I said, once I've decanted this, we're going to make some more, but this needs to cool down before I can put that in there. So, this is my 2 litre jug. Chucking in. Okay, that's 160 grams. Now what I'm going to do, I'll just put a little bit less water in it.
Yeah,
I'll still put in the tea base. Yeah, that'll be fine. It's so long as you've got a good amount of sugar in there. I've been using green tea, and luckily we had bought over
too many boxes.
Lots of boxes, so that's a single one.
They're still going 3.5 years later.
6. There we go. 7, that'll do.
7 tea bags.
So 7 tea bags.
Usually 8 into one.
Yeah, but I'm not going to fill this up quite so much. So once the kettle's boiled, we'll fill that up. And I'd just like to say a big thank you to Nikki and Tony for the SCOBY, because replacing mine that died. So thank you.
Yay.
So 1 kettle of boiled water, and this is nice and simple. So we just chuck that one in.
That's a slightly less than 2 litres.
Yeah, I mean, that's, like I say, it's realistically, it's just to keep everything sort of ongoing. So, so we'll just drop that one over there out of the way. And now we can start to decant the... Right, so I've got a couple of litre bottles of...
A couple of litre bottles of bottles.
Yeah.
Oh, well done, yeah.
And all I'm going to do, I'll just top these ones up. So just take this straight out of here. Again, try not to use metal in your kombucha. It's a reaction thing that could happen. Again, it's just one of those things that just a little precaution. So once these are all done, this goes into the fridge because it can have the tendency to carry on fermenting, and it does have a very, very, very tiny alcohol content. I mean, it's something like 0.5% maybe, or maybe a bit less than that, but it can, you know, obviously if anybody's trying to avoid any alcohol completely, it's something that just to be aware of. So, that's pretty good. I think this looks much more. So I do need to get some more of these bottles because, unfortunately, they're really good.
Kilner bottles.
Yes, but
they're very good, aren't they?
They are. I did have a few more, but over the years they have broken. As you can see, it does have a slight fizz about it, which is really nice. It just gives it a little bit more zestiness when you're drinking it.
And when would you drink this?
In the morning. Might have a glass in the morning, or kind of. I mean, obviously, you know, you can also flavour this as well. We've got some hibiscus flowers. You can do a soak with that, so like an infusion. I must admit, I do quite like the plain kombucha, but ginger, lemon, anything, you know, all sorts of things can be added to this. So you'll get a few bubbles. So as you can see, I need some more glasses, but that little bit that's left in the jar, that's fine, because once this is cooled down I can add that straight into there, and like I said, what will happen, another fresh SCOBY will develop on the top. If you do get far too many, and sometimes, I mean, I had about nearly 100 ml
of SCOBY.
Yeah, it was mental. So you can separate them. If you cut them up, the chickens absolutely love them, and the pigs love them as well. So they never go to waste. Oh, dogs will eat them sometimes as well.
Oh dear.
SCOBY dog.
Extra Gilly, your SCOBY dog. Can you sit? Can you sit, please?
He's got a poorly leg.
Yeah, he's got a poorly leg at the minute.
He's running around too much.
There. Oh dear. So kombucha's done, just waiting for this to cool down to pour back into there. No problem. But while we're here, I'm just going to reveal the Quinta cider vinegar operation, if she can undo her own knots.
Right, this should be bubbly.
Ooh.
Yeah, so you should be able to see. And smelling quite. It's almost smelling alcoholic, which it would do because it will be fermenting away. So this just needs a good stir and a poke about. I say it was just really to make sure we have got some activity going on. So we have bubbles happening.
So it's been about a week?
16th, so 1789, 2012, 5 days.
Yeah, cool.
So this is, now it's had another good stir. So like I said, every day we give it a stir, and that needs to be in this position for a good 2 to 3 weeks. And then hopefully that'll be decanted off and we'll have some vinegar. Because we have to get past the fermentation stage.
That's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for your continued support.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks for your comments. We love them. Keep them coming.
More the merrier.
Yeah, and thanks for your likes, subscribes, and thanks for ringing that notification bell.
Ding, 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 ding.
And we'll see you. Whoa, you're a bit wobbly. See you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.